back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven at a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hey, welcome back to Pine to Prairie Conference Championship Saturday here on KRJB, KKCQ, Your Live Event, and Garden Valley TV. And before we delve into the boys' championship game, Zachary Kakala, head coach of the Park Christian Falcons, joining us. Coach, congratulations on a win. What a game. And I made the comment, you didn't score for over 5 minutes there in the second half. They built a 9-point lead, but your girls showed a lot of composure.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that a little bit as far as coming out in the second half. One of our discussions we always have is kind of winning that first 3 minutes and getting off to a good start, but we just kind of got into a slump there a little bit at the start of that second half. But we were able to pick it up defensively. We were able to get into the lane a little bit and get some kickouts and able to make some of those three-pointers there. So when we were down 9, girls were just able to hit some big shots there, lock in on defense, clear some rebounds, and we were able to make that push back and just get enough to get over the top there.
Yeah, not only big shots, some big rebounds too, like you said.
Yeah, in the first half there, we thought they were sneaking away a little bit with some offensive rebounds, so we talked about that at the half, that we had to clean that up there a little bit and do a better job down there getting those rebounds. So, but I thought that helped tremendously in the second half, and then just the composure and being shot ready and confident while they were shooting out there. So.
And you had a lot of young players out there.
Yeah, we like to say inexperienced. We don't use the word young, but they're gaining experience all the time too. So sometimes that could be deceiving. Even my 9th graders have played a couple of years of varsity now, so this has been a work in progress. These kids have really put in a lot of time over the last few years, and I'm just happy to see them be rewarded for all the effort, hard work, and commitment that they've put into the program here.
Well, I know you have 3 regular season games left, but this kind of whets the appetite for the postseason, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It's good to kind of get that momentum before this time of year. You really want to be playing your best basketball this time of year, so that's what we talked about. All year long, it's been learn from the wins, learn from the losses, right? You can take a little bit from everything there. So a lot of things we did well tonight that we can take and move forward with, and then we kind of clean up those mistakes and work on those and talk about why those things were happening out there, and then just get ourselves ready for the tournament push.
Hey, you had a nice crowd with you. Good. You traveled well today.
Yeah, they did do a good job there. We had the fan bus that traveled. It's fun when the games are fun when the atmosphere's like that. A lot of intensity, crowds into it, and things like that. It was a really fun game to be a part of, and hats off to Fertile. They played a great game. Every time we play them, it's a tough battle. We met them in Perm this summer. It's like a 2-point game. Up in Park, it was close, and even tonight here, or this afternoon here, kind of same thing. So hats off to them. They have a great year, and best of luck to them as they move forward.
Hey, Coach, congratulations, and go and enjoy your celebration.
I appreciate it. Thank you much.
All right, Zachary Kakala, head coach of the Park Christian Falcons. They take the girls' championship with a win over Fertile Beltrami. And now let's focus on the boys' game. The pregame show brought to you by Bitker Inc. And you'll love these prices and love the smooth ride with these new tires from Bitker Inc. during their Sweetheart Sale. All tires are discounted in price. Passenger vehicle tires, trailer tires, farm implement tires, all tires are discounted in price. Call Troy at Bitker Inc. at 218-456-7467. That's 218-456-7467. Ask for the sweetheart prices on all tires. Greyhounds come in 18-4. They finished 12-1 in the Pine to Prairie Conference. They've won 9 of their last 11. Cougars have lost 3 in a row, but against 3 very good teams, including the number 1 team in the state in 1A in Cass Lake Bena. Lost to them by 2. Lost to the defending section champion Sacred Heart Eagles by 2. And sandwiched in between a loss to a very good DGF team out of Section 8 AA. And the Cougars lost to the Greyhounds at Fosston back on February 2nd, 68-57. When we come back, we will get to the pregame coaches' comments brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and the Border Bank in Clearbrook. You're listening to the Bitker Inc. and Solely Realty pregame show. We're back in 2 minutes.
Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Carco in Fosston wants to remind you that a new set of tires makes a huge difference in handling the winter weather conditions. If you need tires, where else do you go but Carco? They offer very competitive prices on tires, and you can stop in today and let Ben or Tim give you a quote. And if you need an oil change, brake work, or tire alignment, be sure to make an appointment before you leave. It's the place to go. It's Carco. Call them at 435-6000. Carco, Highway 2 in Fosston.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
All right, we're back here at the Winnie Mac High School gym. Park Christian winning the girls' championship with a really exciting game. A 62-56 win over Fertile Beltrami, and now Ada-Borup-West and Fosston will take center stage for game number 2 for the boys' championship. One thing to note, it's kind of a neat deal, I guess. We have 4 different schools playing today. Many times it seems like we've got, one school that has both the girls and the boys' teams playing. But this year we have 4 different schools represented within the Pine to Prairie Conference. All right, let's get to our pregame coaches' comments. Again, brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and also brought to you by the Border Bank in Clearbrook. Here's Trevor Stewart, head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars.
Coach, thanks for joining us on the pregame show. Pretty loud in the Winnie Mac gym, but a fun atmosphere. Should be a great matchup. Your Cougars and the Greyhounds, Chapter 2.
Right, round 2, here we go. But you're right, fun gym, good girls game, so let's get going.
How do you break down the matchup with the Greyhounds today?
Well, we know they're a very good team. Obviously, we played them once before. They're very solid, very well coached. So we got to play hard and just try to get after it.
Yeah, a lot of time before we get to the postseason, but it's kind of nice to have a game like this to have that postseason flavor.
Right, we've unfortunately had a couple close ones down the stretch here where we played some good teams, haven't got over the hump. Maybe today's the day.
I was going to say, you lost to 3 really good teams, but 2 of them were decided by 2 points, right?
Right, yeah, we had a couple shots at the end of both of those. So, you just got to keep battling and hopefully, like I said, just eventually get over the hump, and no easy task today for sure.
Hey, good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, there's Trevor Stewart, and now let's hear from Fosston Greyhound coach Ben Hemberger.
Coach Ben Hemberger joining us on the pregame show. Wild and woolly, it's loud in the Winnie Mac gym.
It's a fun atmosphere over here for sure. That girls game was something else. The crowd was into it, and I expect a lot of the same here for the boys game.
Okay, how about the rematch with Ada-Borup-West?
It's going to be a tough one. Very good team, very athletic team, very deep team, very well coached team. They played the game the right way, and I think it should be a battle of 2 pretty good teams going at it here today. So we'll see what happens.
They've lost 3 in a row, but it's kind of like poking the bear playing Ada-Borup-West today.
It is. They're going to be ready to go. They're desperate for a win, and they've been kind of backed into a corner here the last couple, the last few games or whatever. But the games that they've played against, they're playing some pretty tough teams too, though. So it's not like they're just losing to slouches out there. So they're going to be ready to go. Like I said, they're well coached and they know how to prepare for games like this.
When you talk to coaches, almost every time at the beginning of the year, one of their goals is to get to this championship game. And after watching the girls' game and the atmosphere, you know why?
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely tournament-like, and it definitely gets you ready to go for postseason play. And like I said, it's gonna be a fun game. We'll see what happens.
Hey Ben, good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Good, thank you.
Okay, there you have the pregame coaches' comments. Hearing from Trevor Stewart, head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, and Ben Hemberger, the head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds. Pregame coaches' comments again brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator. To sell your grain, call Gary Balsam at 218-236-6661 at the Georgetown Farmers Elevator. And our pregame coaches' comments also brought to you by the good folks up at the Border Bank in Clearbrook. When we come back, we'll take a look at your starting lineups. And your starting lineups again are brought to you by Ziegler Egg, and also brought to you by Hugo's in Fosston. Back to the starting lineups in 2 minutes.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
All that and more in Fosston is ready for Old Man Winter with their lineup of Toro power shovels to large commercial snow blowers. Toro's lightweight power shovel can clear a 12-inch path with snow up to 4 inches. Great for tight spaces and light snow. See their 60-volt and gas engine models that fit your walkway, driveway, or large area jobs. Now available at great prices at your local Toro dealer. All that and more in Toro, located right on Highway 2 West in Fosston.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Welcome to Fosston Family Dental, where we make sure every visit to our practice is a positive experience. Our team of skilled dentists and staff work together to provide comprehensive dental care to patients of all ages. From routine cleanings to complex procedures, we are committed to giving you the best possible dental care. With state-of-the-art technology and a warm, welcoming atmosphere, we strive to make your visit as comfortable as possible. Schedule an appointment today and see why Fosston Family Dental is the top choice for dental care in our community.
We are back at Winnie-Mac, and a few notes from the first time these two played back on February 2nd. The Greyhounds in that game had 4 players in double figures. Zach Tice had 18 points, Cullen Norland had 16, Carson Bushy had 12, and Darren Sculla had 10. The Greyhounds had a 6-point lead at halftime in that game, 33-27. Cameron Spaeth, by the way, he scored his 1,000th career point in that game, and he led Ada-Borup-West with 18 points. Lance Kritzberger had 12, and Caden Dahl had 7 for Ada-Borup-West. The Cougars had gone into that game having won 9 out of 10, but the Greyhounds were able to pull that one off 68-57. All right, let's get to our starting lineups, and again, they are brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment on Highway 9 North in Ada. On the lot, they have 2 15-foot Woods Batwing mowers, fresh trade, a 2010 John Deere 8345 RT with 4,700 hours, 16-inch tracks, and another new trade, a 1998 Challenger 95E, has 9,300 hours, 30-inch tracks. Call for pricing on that. And now on the lot, see the new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Call Chuck O'Neill for pricing and more information on this new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. And the starting lineups for today's championship game also brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express, now open in Fosston. For the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, this is how they'll go. Number 1, Lance Kritzberger, a 6'1 junior. Number 3, Cameron Spaeth, a 6-foot junior. Number 5, Austin McCraven, a 5'11 sophomore. Number 10, Caden Dahl, a 6'2 sophomore. And number 11, Mason Larson, a 6'2 sophomore. So 3 sophomores and 2 juniors in the starting lineup for Coach Trevor Stewart's Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Lance Kritzberger, Cameron Spaeth, Austin McCraven, Caden Dahl, and Mason Larson. The Cougars come in with a record of 16-6 overall, 11-2 in the conference. They've lost their last 3 in a row. Trevor Stewart, the head coach, and Nate McCraven and Aaron Egan, the assistant coaches for Ada-Borup-West. Now for the Fosston Greyhounds. They have Aaron Norland, a 5'9 senior, number 3 in the starting lineup, along with his brother Cullen Norland, number 4, a 5'10 senior. Number 5, Carson Bushy, 6'2 senior. Number 10, Zach Tice, a 6'1 senior. And number 23, Darren Sculla, a 5'11 senior. An all-senior starting lineup for Coach Ben Hamburger's Fosston Greyhounds. Aaron Norland, Cullen Norland, Carson Bushy, Zach Tice, and Darren Sculla. Your starting lineup for the Greyhounds. They're 18-4 overall, 12-1 in the conference. They come in having won 9 of their last 11 and are coming off a win at Goodridge Thursday night against the Goodridge-Grigla Chargers. So those are the starting lineups, again brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment on Highway 9 North in Ada and the Border Bank in Clearbrook. And we're just about set for the introduction of the lineups, and we'll get this boys championship game going very, very shortly here on KRJB, KKCQ, also on your live event, Garden Valley TV, and on the World Wide Web at rjbroadcasting.com. Thanks for joining us. We're back after this 2-minute timeout.
For a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Greater Minnesota Gas, bringing natural gas to rural Minnesota, has some safety reminders this time of year. Remember to keep your gas meters free of ice and snow. Maintain vent hoods, pipes, and flues on your gas appliances to make sure they aren't blocked, cracked, corroded. Don't let kids or pets play around gas equipment, including meters and pipes. If you have any concerns with your meters or equipment, contact us at Greater Minnesota Gas, 888-931-3411. Find more information and safety tips at greatermngas.com. Greater Minnesota Gas, changing lives with energy. Stressed about taxes? Let H&R Block of Fosston help. Our expert tax professionals have the knowledge and experience to get you the biggest refund possible. And with H&R Block's maximum refund guarantee, you can rest assured that you're getting the best service and the best refund. So why wait? Come into H&R Block of Fosston today and see why we're the trusted choice for all your tax needs. Hey, don't let taxes stress you out. H&R Block of Fosston, where we make taxes stress-free.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Building a dream takes more than just bricks and mortar. At Lukacic Architecture, we understand that quality and performance are just as important as the final product. From hospitals to schools, offices to restaurants, our team takes pride in delivering the best for both private and public sector clients. And as residents of northern Minnesota, we're always happy to give back to the communities we call home. Quality, performance, and a commitment to our communities, that's our promise to you. Lukacic Architecture, building a better future for all. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston, offering a wide selection of unique home decor, stylish accessories, toys, and games that are sure to impress anyone on your gift list. And with their convenient pharmacy services and expert staff ready to fill your prescriptions, your shopping experience has never been easier. Don't stress about gift giving this year. Come shop at Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston. Visit them today or check them out online at nordspharmacyandgifts.com.
All right, we're back here at Winnie Mac. Tom Milano with you, along with our engineer, Mac Robinson. Glad you're joining us for some exciting basketball action on a Saturday afternoon. The annual Pine to Prairie Conference Championship games. Cougars are wearing the black uniforms this afternoon with the red numerals and red and white trim. Greyhounds are in the white today with the maroon numerals and maroon and gray trim. Pretty much a packed house here at Winnie Mac. They've even got some seating at the end of the court to our right. And that's where, looks like the Ada-Borup-West students will be. That's where the Park Christian students were for the first game. So we're all set to go. Glad you're joining us here. Our opening tap for this afternoon's boys championship game, brought to you by Marcuson Accounting. Over 29 years of experience to help you with tax preparation, accounting, payroll, and more. 218-784-6002 for Marcuson Accounting, sponsoring our jump ball. And it's won by the Cougars as Mason Larson won it against Carson Bushy. First possession of the game, Ada-Borup-West with it on the left side. Larson dumps it off to Dahl. And here's a drive and a dish over on the right side. They kick it out to Spaeth. Spaeth getting it back to Dahl. Dahl with a pass to Spaeth, and that goes out of bounds. Not touched there by Cullen Norland. So the first turnover committed by Ada-Borup-West. And the Greyhounds with their first possession going from my left to right. Cullen Norland getting it to Sculla. Sculla around the defender, puts it up and in. Darren Sculla with a nice quick move to the basket, and the Greyhounds have a 2-0 lead. Now Ada-Borup-West with the ball. Bounce pass top of the key to Dahl. Dahl is a sophomore, guarded by Aaron Norland. So the Greyhounds, they've been playing some great defense all season long. McCraven getting it out to Dahl. Dahl feeds it off now to McCraven. McCraven over on the left side to Kritzberger. Kritzberger over on the right wing. Here's a dish along the baseline. Little push there, but they let the play go, and Carson Bushy comes up with a steal. And the Cougars turn it over for the second time. Greyhounds lead 2-0 with the basketball. Here's Carson Bushy to Cullen Norland. Cullen picks up the dribble and hands it off to Aaron Norland. Norland over to Carson Bushy. Bounce pass on the right side to Sculla. He's got the only 2 points of the game so far. Aaron Norland out on top to Cullen Norland. Here's Tice faking the three. Tice with a pass to Sculla. Sculla picks up the dribble. Sculla with a pass, and Carson Bushy avoids an over and back with a nice save. Cullen Norland got bumped a little bit there by Spaeth. Play continues. Aaron Norland in the free throw circle. He shoots and gets the bounce. Aaron Norland scores, and the Greyhounds have a 4-0 lead. Cougars quickly bring it the other way. Here's Spaeth with the ball, guarded by Cullen Norland. Spaeth trying to drive, got tied up briefly, able to get the pass off in the corner. Back out it goes to Spaeth. And now Larson with the ball. Larson had it knocked away. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul underneath the basket. Our first foul of the afternoon is going to be on Aaron Norland of the Fosston Greyhounds. His first and the team's first, and Ada-Borup-West will inbound under the offensive basket. Greyhounds lead 4-0. McCraven will throw it in for Ada-Borup-West. Long inbounds into the circle. Now Spaeth is going to shoot a step back three off the back rim. No good. And a nice putback there that wouldn't go for Kritzberger. Another try there for Larson. Nothing would drop. And Tice grabs the rebound for Fosston. Cougars had a couple of good chances there, but nothing would drop. 4-0 Fosston. Tice, baseline, cross court to Bushy. Carson for three, and it's no good. Tice tips the rebound all the way out to Cullen Norland. Good play there by Tice, also avoiding a foul. Here's Scala with a bounce pass played on the short hop by Aaron Norland. Aaron with the drive and the pass stolen away by Spaeth, and a reach-in foul in the backcourt on Fosston. It's going to be on Cullen Norland, his first and the team's second. 4-0 Fosston. Cameron Spaeth will inbound in the backcourt to Austin McCraven. An all underclassmen starting lineup for Ada-Borup-West. They've got a bright future. Kritzberger, Larson, and they're going to be one of the teams definitely to beat in this section this year. The ball's knocked away there by Sculla. Now Spaeth has it after Kritzberger got it to him. Spaeth at the top of the key. Here's Spaeth. Cross-court pass. Left-handed dribble there by McCraven. McCraven back out to Spaeth. Spaeth on the drive and the layup. And it wouldn't go, and the rebound controlled by Cullen Norland. And here come the Greyhounds with a 4-0 lead. Tice with the ball for Fosston. Tice on the far side, hands it off to Sculla. Sculla along the baseline. Any one of these players on the floor can hit a three-pointer for Fosston. Here's Bushy to Cullen Norland over to Zach Tice. Tice out on top to Sculla. Sculla ran into the defender, dumps it off now to Bushy. Carson with the drive in the runner, it rims out, no good. Nice rebound by Caden Dahl for Ada-Borup-West. Here's Spaeth with the drive and the underhanded shot, that won't go. A lid on the bucket for Ada-Borup-West. Carson Bushy with the rebound. We're about 4 minutes into the game and the Cougars have yet to score, but Fosston's only got 4 on the board. Here's Sculla with it. Sculla hands it off in the corner to Aaron Norland. Sculla sets the screen. Aaron Norland got bumped and fouled, and this is going to be on Larson for Ada-Borup-West, his first and the team's first. 14:07 left to go, first half. Greyhounds lead 4-0. Zach Tice will inbound in the front court on the near side. Comes into Carson Bushy, who hands it off to Tice. Back to Cullen Norland. Now Sculla with the ball, posting up against Larson. Pass to Cullen Norland. Norland defended closely by Kritzberger. Now Tice with the ball for the Greyhounds. Baseball pass to Sculla, wide open for the three, and it's no good. And the rebound tipped and controlled there by Austin McCraven. Long pass down the floor to Caden Dahl. Dahl out on top, left-handed dribble by McCraven. McCraven leans in, bank shot, good. McCraven scores, and the first points of the game for Ada-Borup-West come with 13:38 left to go in the first half, but it's just a 2-point lead for Fosston. Here's Sculla with the ball. Sculla had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds from behind. And once the Cougars broke the ice getting their first 2 points, they seem to have a little more jump in their step. Tice will inbound under the offensive basket right by the Ada-Borup-West cheering section. Pass to Sculla. Sculla, bank shot, good. Off the double team, Sculla able to bank it in off the square, and it's 6-2 Fosston. Here's McCraven out at the point for Ada-Borup-West. The Cougars 16-6. Here's a pass to Larson over on the left side of Cameron Spaeth. Spaeth with the dribble, crossover in the lane. Pass deflected by Tice, stolen away by Cullen Norland. Turnover number 3 for the Cougars. Cullen Norland in the backcourt, picks up the dribble, tosses it to Sculla. Now Tice with the ball on the far side. Here's Tice out on top to Aaron Norland, and a drive by Bushy. Bushy goes in, shoots and scores. He got the roll. And the Greyhounds extend their lead to 8-2. Here come the Cougars the other way. Larson with the ball, throwing it back out to Spaeth. Spaeth with the drive and the layup. Nicely done by the junior, Cameron Spaeth. 8-4 Greyhounds. Now they've got the ball. Sculla out on top to Tice. Tice over on the left wing to Cullen Norland. Aaron Norland cutting through the lane, can't get open. Tice is open on the right side. Out on top to Aaron Norland. Aaron to Bushy. Carson Bushy trapped on the far side off the double team, trying to bank it off one of the Cougars. Can't do it. Got the pass to Tice, and Ben Hemberger takes a timeout. And your timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel on the Fosston A&W, on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 8-4 Greyhounds. We're back in 30 seconds.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Okay, we're back here at Winnie-Mac. It took the Cougars 4 minutes and 22 seconds before they got on the board. But remember, Park Christian, the girls went over 5 minutes in the second half without scoring and came back to win. And there's lots of time left in this one. Here's Cullen Norland over to Sculla on the right side. Sculla top of the key to Bushy over on the left wing to Cullen Norland. Alley-oop to Bushy, yes! Bushy scores. The alley-ooper works perfectly, and it's 10-4 Fosston. Timing has to be perfect on that play, and the Greyhounds love to run it at least once a game. Here's McCraven with it. Left-handed bounce pass into the hands of Dahl. Caden Dahl defended by Aaron Norland. Here's an entry pass into Kritzberger. Kritzberger off the double pump, rejected by Sculla. And here come the Greyhounds off the turnover. Carson Bushy goes in, and that wouldn't go. Rebound off the floor, though, for Aaron Norland. And then the Greyhounds turn the ball over. Here's a drive by Spaeth, and he scores. Spaeth with the layup, and it's 10-6 Greyhounds with the 4-point lead. 11:19 left in the first half. There's Sculla with the ball out on top. Carson Bushy. Bushy, backdoor to Tice. Tice kicks it back out. Sculla in the corner. Aaron Norland for three, and it's no good. Cullen Norland gets the rebound. Nobody picked him up, and he scores on the putback. Somebody forgot about Cullen Norland, and it's 12-6 Greyhounds. Here's a shot taken by Dahl, no good. And the rebound for Carson Bushy of the Greyhounds, his second. Aaron Norland with the ball for Fosston. Out to Bushy. Bushy at the top of the key to Aaron Norland, back to Bushy. Left side to Cullen Norland. Norland underneath. Aaron Norland off the double pump, had it knocked away and stolen away by McCraven. Turnover number 3 for the Greyhounds. Nice play by McCraven. Here's a jump stop and a bank shot that wouldn't go for Schall. And Cullen Norland with his third rebound. Now Tice with a baseball pass up over the head of Bushy and off the bleachers and out of play. Turnover number 4 for Fosston. Hudson Bushy and Tony Carleen come into the game now for the Greyhounds. Larson will check in for Ada-Borup-West. And Cannon Anderson also in the game now, and he's got the ball off the inbounds. 12-6 Greyhounds, 10:23 left to go in the first half here at Winnie-Mac. This is Cameron Spaeth with the ball. Spaeth over on the right side. Here's a drive. Anderson in the pass underneath, and wide open for the layup for Ada-Borup-West is Larson, and it's 12-8 Fosston. Nice play run by the Cougars there. Hudson Bushy out on top to Tice. Tice with the ball. Tice over, deflected by Spaeth to center court, picked up by Cullen Norland, and it goes out of bounds off of Spaeth. Greyhounds will inbound. Just 3 fouls in the game, 2 on the Greyhounds, 1 on the Cougars. Both teams have turned the ball over 4 times. In the game numbers and stats brought to you by Christian Motors of Fertile. Cullen Norland inbounds to Bushy. Carson Bushy over on the left side to Hudson Bushy. Baseball pass to Tice, right side to Carson Bushy. Carson along the baseline. They try to trap him, and Spaeth almost stole the ball. Goes out of bounds off of Cameron, and the Greyhounds get it back. Big crowd on hand for the girls' game. Big crowd on hand for the boys' championship game. Tyson bounds into the backcourt to Cullen Norland. Norland across the timeline, right side to Tice. Here's Tice. Pass to Hudson Bushy. Carson Bushy thought about the 3, defended there by Engel. Here's a pass to Cullen Norland, knocked away and stolen away. The Greyhounds with their 5th turnover. Here comes Spaeth down the lane, reverse layup, good. Cameron Spaeth with 6 points, and the Greyhound lead down to 2 at 12-10. Hudson Bushy to Carson. Carson for 3, no good. Rebound Tony Carleen, and he'll kick it out to Cullen Norland. Tice with the ball. Over to Carson Bushy. Carson on the drive, the runner off the back rim, no good. Rebound for Schall for Ada-Borup-West, and here come the Cougars. They can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a 3. And Spaeth with a pass underneath, but the shot wouldn't go in by Schall, and it's pulled out of there by Zach Tice, his 2nd rebound. Cullen Norland with the ball for Fosston. Norland hangs on to it with 8:45 left to go in the first half. Hudson Bushy with it at the top of the key, right side to Tice. Tice with the ball out to Carson Bushy, left side to Hudson Bushy. Hudson with a pass to Carleen, broken up and tipped out of bounds by Spaeth. Cougars have picked up the intensity a little bit on the defensive end here. Tice will inbound. The pass comes in to Tony Carleen. Out to Cullen Norland. Norland baseline. Carson Bushy attacks the baseline, got tripped up, and there's going to be a foul, I think, on Engel. And it will be his first, and the team's on second. Team's second foul on the Cougars. All right, Greyhounds inbound under the offensive basket. Tice will throw it in. Tice looking, gets it into Carleen. Tony lost the handle, but got it back. Shovels it back to Tice. Nice save by Carleen. Here's Tice with the ball on the near side. Tice baseline, cross-court pass to Hudson Bushy. Hudson back to Tice, and Tice shoots and scores. Tice with a bucket, Hudson Bushy with the helper. 14-10, the Greyhounds up by 4. And there's a steal by Carson Bushy to Cullen Norland, and a foul on Ada-Borup-West. Third team foul on the Cougars. Personal foul number 1 on Cameron Spaeth. Greyhounds lead 14-10. Sculla, Palyabicki, and Aaron Norland come in for the Greyhounds. Carleen, Cullen Norland, and Tice come out. Cougars are going to get Kritzberger back into the game now. Engel will inbound for Ada-Borup-West. So the Greyhounds have the basketball. Auden's in the game now. Baron Auden for Ada-Borup-West, giving the Cougars a little more size in their lineup. Carson Bushy over to Aaron Norland on the left wing. Norland out on top. Sculla fakes the 3, takes the lane, lost the handle. Auden comes up with a steal. And lead pass down the lane, left-handed layup, up and in. Austin McCraven scores, but Auden made it happen with a steal, and the Greyhounds lead by 2, 14-12. Nice play defensively by Auden. Hudson Bushy with the ball. Here's Bushy twisting and turning, bank shot, it went in, and he got fouled. Hudson Bushy, what a play by the junior guard for the Greyhounds, and this will be our first free throw of the game. And that's the second personal foul on Engel, and the team's fourth on the Cougars. Well, Bushy's kind of threw up a prayer, and boy, was it answered. 16-12, Greyhounds by 4. Bushy trying to finish off a three-point play. Free throw is no good, and the rebound controlled by Engel for Ada-Borup-West. Engel gets it across the center line for the Cougars. Bounce pass, Auden with it on the right side, defended by Thatcher Palyabicki. Here's Engel with the ball. Engel in the corner. Cougars are down by 4, 16-12. And now the Cougars work it out to Kritzberger over on the left side to Ryan Engel. Engel with the ball for Ada-Borup-West, picks up the dribble, dumps it out. Here's a 3 by Dahl, no good. Rebound for the Cougars, and it is Kritzberger on the putback. 16-14, Fosston by 2. The two teams trading buckets. Here's Skull up to Aaron Norland. Norland with the ball with 6:51 left to go here in the first half. Hudson Bushy out to Sculla over on the right side. Carson Bushy quick to the rack. He missed it, and a foul called. And this will go on the Cougars, and a couple of free throws coming up for Carson Bushy of the Greyhounds. Team foul number 5 on Ada-Borup-West. Personal foul number 1 on Auden. Carson Bushy's first free throw is no good. 16-14, Fosston with a 2-point lead, 6:43 left to go. First half on the Lakes Community Co-op and Linfor's Insurance Agency scoreboard. Second free throw for Bushy, good. Carson Bushy with 5 points, and the Greyhounds are up 17-14. And now McCraven gets it over to Spaeth over on the left side to Caden Dahl. Dahl with a bounce pass to McCraven. McCraven, cross court. Here's a three-pointer by Spaeth, and it's no good. And the rebound went through the hands of Carson Bushy, and then he took a nasty tumble and gets helped up by Thatcher Palyabicki, his teammate. Ball will still belong to Ada-Borup-West. Spaeth will inbound for the Cougars. Fosston leads 17-14, and the pass stolen away by Sculla. Sculla races the other way, throws up the banker, and it goes in. Sculla with a bank shot. He came up with a steal and the layup. Greyhounds by 5 again. Now the Cougars try to answer, and we're going to have a foul called underneath as Lance Kritzberger came in with a full head of steam. Scullo with a foul, his first and the team's third. And Kritzberger going to the line. First free throws coming up here for Ada-Borup-West. He's at the Mustang Seeds free throw line. First one is no good. Now, the other night at Warren on Tuesday, the Greyhounds only shot 2 free throws for the entire game. Then when they played Goodrich-Grigla Thursday, the Chargers only had 2 free throws when they played Fosston. Here's Kritzberger with his second attempt. It is up and it is good. So Kritzberger with 3 points for Ada-Borup-West. 19-15 our score. Greyhounds lead. Cullen Norland in the lane, trying to pass it, stolen away. Greyhounds with their 7th turnover. McCraven stole the ball and coming in for the layup and laying it up and in for the Cougars, Caden Dahl. And the Greyhound lead down to 2 at 19-17. Carson Bushy over to Zach Tice. Tice with the ball out to Cullen Norland. Over on the right side to Carson Bushy. He leans in against the defender. Cullen Norland on the left wing. Norland out to Tice. Tice with the dribble. Tice over to Aaron Norland. Norland off the fake, step back, 10-footer good for Aaron Norland. He's got 4, 21-17. The Greyhounds by 4. Back and forth we go here at Winnie-Mac. Here's Spaeth. Bounce pass on the right side to Dahl. Out on top to Cameron Spaeth. Spaeth on the drive, the left-handed shot, good! Cameron Spaeth with a nice answer for the Cougars. 21-19, Fosston by 2. Aaron Norland with the ball for the Greyhounds. Out on top to Tice. Tice to Cullen Norland. Norland with the ball out on top to Carson Bushy. Right wing to Tice. Zach Tice strong to the rack. Lots of contact and a foul on Ada-Borup-West underneath. It's on Kritzberger, his first and the team's 6th. And a substitution here for Ada-Borup-West. Looks like Larson will come in along with Engel. Spaeth will take a break, as will Kritzberger. Tice will inbound. Palyabicki out to Aaron Norland. In the corner to Zach Tice. Tice back to Aaron Norland. He'll reverse it now to Bushy. Carson Bushy, the drive and the runner, in and out and back in. Carson Bushy gets a friendly roll. 23-19, the Greyhounds by 4. We'll see if the Cougars have another answer. Here's Engel with it on the far side. Engel hands it off to McCraven. In the corner, faking the 3 there is Schall. Schall along the baseline, just about threw it away. Ada-Borup-West with the ball, trailing by 4, 23-19. Here's Dahl at the top of the key. Dahl over on the left wing. Now they work it back out to McCraven. McCraven twisting, turning, shooting, and missing, and the rebound controlled by Carson Bushy. His 3rd rebound for Fosston. Tice strong to the basket, out in the corner. Aaron Norland open for 3, no good. Nice rebound by Auden. Here come the Cougars. Auden throws up the banker and he hits it. What a play coast to coast by the junior Baron Auden. That was a nice play by Auden. 23-21, the Greyhounds lead. 3:58 left to go in the first half. Carson Bushy to Aaron Norland. There's Aaron with it on the near side. Bounce pass to Tice. Zach Tice to the top of the key. Tice holds on to the ball. Tice backs up with the dribble intact. Right wing to Carson Bushy. Bushy throws it out to Aaron Norland over to Zach Tice. Palyabicki sets the screen for Tice. Out on top, Aaron Norland to Bushy. Carson the drive and the dish to Tice off the double pump. He got fouled hard by Auden. That'll be Auden's first. Oh, check that. It was on Schall. I'm sorry, that was Schall. Here's Tice at the line to shoot a pair of free throws at the Mustang Seeds free throw line, and the first one's no good. And Schall. That was Schall. I have to correct myself on that last layup there. That was Schall who had the steal and layup there. 13 instead of 12, so I have to correct myself there. That was Schall. So he's got 2 points. Second free throw for Tice is good. So Zach Tice with 3. And the Greyhounds lead now 24-21. 3:18 left to go here in the first half. Here's Spaeth with the ball for Ada-Borup-West. And they work it out now to Anderson. Back over to Spaeth. Cameron Spaeth defended by Cullen Norland. Spaeth back to Cannon Anderson. He's a junior for Ada-Borup-West in the corner. And a spin move there, and what a play. Scala comes up with a clean block, and the Greyhounds get the ball, and then they're going to call a travel, and it's going to be on Ada-Borup-West. So the turnovers are even at 7 apiece with 2:54 left to go before halftime arrives. The Greyhounds with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Aaron Norland across the timeline. Norland with the ball. Auden's back in the game now for Ada-Borup-West. Here's Aaron Norland firing the outside shot. No good. He takes a tumble, and the play continues, and the ball squirts loose. Tice picks it up. He falls on the floor. Got it to Aaron Norland. He misses the short-range shot. Ball goes out of bounds. After all of that, the Greyhounds get it back. 2:29 left of the first half. 24-21, Fosston. Greyhounds have not trailed here in the first half. Zach Tice will inbound into the backcourt to Aaron Norland. We're down to 2:27 on the clock here in the first half. Park Christian won the girls' championship earlier against Fertile Beltrami. Hudson Bushy for the Greyhounds, getting it to Scala. Scala back to Aaron Norland, out on top to Tice. Tice at the top of the key, defended by Cameron Spaeth. Over on the right wing to Hudson Bushy. Now Cullen Norland in the corner. Cullen driving the baseline, and we're going to have an offensive foul on Cullen Norland. That's his second, and the team's fourth. And we have a timeout called. 2:05 left to go here in the first half. Timeout's brought to you by Freedom Fuel and the Fosston A&W. Lakes Community Co-op and Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. Greyhounds lead 24-21. We're back in 30 seconds.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
We're back here. Pine Prairie Conference Championship Saturday. 24-21, the Greyhounds with a 3-point lead over Ada-Borup-West. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. Cougars with the basketball. Spaeth along the baseline, kicks it out, and Larson got called for a travel. So the turnover is now even at 8 apiece, and the Greyhounds will inbound in the backcourt. Aaron Norland into Tice. Will get it back to Aaron Norland. Cougars set up on defense. Team fouls right now, 7 on Ada-Borup-West, 4 on Fosston. Here's Scala holding on to the ball. Carson Bushy over to Aaron Norland. Norland with it, got tripped up a little bit, and play continues, and Tice in the right place at the right time to get the ball. Here's Tice with the dish to Carson Bushy, out to Scala. Scala, left wing, Hudson Bushy for 3, got it! Hudson Bushy knocks down a 3-ball for the Greyhounds, and they lead 27-21. Now the Cougars try to answer. McCraven with the ball, out to Cameron Spaeth. Spaeth with the ball at the top of the key in the corner. Ada-Borup-West, they try to work it inside. Now they kick it out to Dahl for a 3. Yes! Caden Dahl answers with a triple of his own. 27-24, Greyhounds by 3 with 1 minute left to go in the first half. Aaron Norland across the timeline, bounce pass to Scala. Out on top, Carson Bushy to Aaron Norland. Ooh, Bushy was open, but Aaron didn't see him in time. Here's Scala with the ball on the far side, dribbles one time, Carson Bushy. Bushy defended there by Dahl. And now Scala with the ball. Greyhounds, you never know, they might go for one here with 35 seconds left to go. They like to hold the ball for a while. Aaron Norland with it, 30 seconds remaining. Greyhounds lead by 3, 27-24. Now Tice with the ball, defended by Spaeth. Tice with it on the near side, out to Aaron Norland, 20 seconds left before halftime. Norland holds on to the ball. Everybody takes a deep breath, 14 seconds left to go. Aaron Norland over to Scala, 10 seconds left to go. Scala with the ball, bounce pass to Bushy, over to Aaron Norland, 6 seconds. Aaron Norland out to Hudson Bushy to Tice. Tice for 3, yes! Tice hits a 3, and the Greyhounds go into the locker room up by 6. From deep in the left corner, Zachary Tice knocks down a 3-ball. And the Fosston Greyhounds on the Lakes Community Co-op and Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard lead the Ada-Borup-West Cougars 30-24. The halftime report brought to you by the Lynn Forest Insurance Agency, and we'll recap the first half next here on KRJB, KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, your live event at rjbroadcasting.com. Back in 2 minutes.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Carco and Fosston wants to remind you that a new set of tires makes a huge difference in handling the winter weather conditions. If you need tires, where else do you go but Carco? They offer very competitive prices on tires, and you can stop in today and let Ben or Tim give you a quote. And if you need an oil change, brake work, or tire alignment, be sure to make an appointment before you leave. It's the place to go. It's Carco. Call them at 435-6000. Carco, Highway 2 in Fosston.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
You're listening to coverage of the Pine to Prairie Conference boys and girls basketball championship games on KRJB 106.5 on the FM dial, Ada, Minnesota. KKCQ at 96.7 FM in Fosston, Minnesota. Also on your live event and also on Garden Valley TV. Halftime score 30-24. Greyhounds lead the Cougars at the break, and that was a fast first half. Greyhounds had 4 fouls. Cullen Norland had 2. Aaron Norland and Darren Sculla each had 1 foul. And for the Cougars, they had 7 fouls. Ryan Engel had 2. Lance Kritzberger, Cameron Spaeth, Mason Larson, Baron Auden, and Charles Shaw each had 1 foul. Turnovers, dead even. The Greyhounds had 8. The Cougars had 8. 3-point shooting, the Greyhounds hit 2, but that last one, a big one by Zach Tice. He had 1. Hudson Bushy had the other. And the Cougars hit 1 3-pointer. That was by Caden Dahl. Under the boards in the first half for the Greyhounds, Aaron Norland had 1 rebound. Cullen Norland had 3. Carson Bushy had 3. Zach Tice had 2. And Tony Carleen had 1. And rebounding for Ada-Borup-West, Lance Kritzberger had 2. Ryan Engel had 1. Austin McCraven had 1. Caden Dahl had 1. Mason Larson had 1. Baron Auden had 1. And Charles Shaw had 1 rebound for Ada-Borup-West. At the free throw line, the Mustang Seeds free throw line, the Greyhounds were 2 for 5. Carson Bushy 1 for 2. Zach Tice 1 for 2. Hudson Bushy 0 for 1. And the Cougars shot 2 free throws, both from Lance Kritzberger, and he made 1 out of 2. So the Greyhounds with the lead, 30-24. We had no ties and no lead changes there in the first half as the Greyhounds held Ada-Borup-West scoreless for the first 4 minutes and 22 seconds, but during that span, the Greyhounds only scored 4 points. Eventually got the lead up to 8-2. The Cougars cut it to within 2 at 12-10, got it to within 2 at 16-14, and since then the leads kind of fluctuated. It was cut down to 2 several times, but right now the Greyhounds with a 6-point lead, doubling their lead with that 1 3-point shot by Tice from 3 to 6. 30-24, Greyhounds lead at halftime. Back with more on the Lynn Forest Insurance Agency halftime report after this 2-minute timeout.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
All that and more in Fosston is ready for Old Man Winter with their lineup of Toro power shovels to large commercial snow blowers. Toro's lightweight power shovel can clear a 12-inch path with snow up to 4 inches. Great for tight spaces and light snow. See their 60-volt and gas engine models that fit your walkway, driveway, or large area jobs. Now available at great prices at your local Toro dealer. All that and more in Toro, located right on Highway 2 West in Fosston.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Welcome to Fosston Family Dental, where we make sure every visit to our practice is a positive experience. Our team of skilled dentists and staff work together to provide comprehensive dental care to patients of all ages. From routine cleanings to complex procedures, we are committed to giving you the best possible dental care. With state-of-the-art technology and a warm, welcoming atmosphere, we strive to make your visit as comfortable as possible. Schedule an appointment today and see why Fosston Family Dental is the top choice for dental care in our community.
Okay, we're back here in halftime of the boys' championship game. Greyhounds with the lead here, 30-24. Scoring for Ada-Borup-West. Cameron Spaeth scored 8. Lance Kritzberger had 3. Austin McCraven scored 4. Caden Dahl had 5. And Mason Larson and Charles Schall each had 2 points for Ada-Borup-West. And for the Greyhounds, Carson Bushy scored 7. Zach Tice had 6. Darren Sculla had 6. Hudson Bushy scored 5. Aaron Norland had 4, and Cullen Norland had 2. Earlier today in the girls' championship game, Park Christian with an exciting win over Fertile Beltrami, 62-56, as Libby Sukert knocked down 4 3-pointers. 9th grader for Park Christian. She scored 18 points. Kasia Wilson at 18, and Josie Iverson at 16 for Fertile Beltrami. So congratulations to the Park Christian Falcons on winning the girls' championship earlier today. Greyhounds are on the floor. Cougars will be arriving. Here they come. So let's take one more commercial timeout. This will be a quick one. We're back in 2 minutes.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/FarmerMac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Greater Minnesota Gas, bringing natural gas to rural Minnesota, has some safety reminders this time of year. Remember to keep your gas meters free of ice and snow. Maintain vent hoods, pipes, and flues on your gas appliances to make sure they aren't blocked, cracked, corroded. Don't let kids or pets play around gas equipment, including meters and pipes. If you have any concerns with your meters or equipment, contact us at Greater Minnesota Gas, 888-931-3411. Find more information and safety tips at greatermngas.com. Greater Minnesota Gas, changing lives with energy.
Stressed about taxes? Let H&R Block of Fosston help. Our expert tax professionals have the knowledge and experience to get you the biggest refund possible. And with H&R Block's maximum refund guarantee,
Back door, find him.
the best service and the best refund. So why wait? Come into H&R Block of Fosston today and see why we're the trusted choice for all your tax needs. Hey, don't let taxes stress you out. H&R Block of Fosston, where we make taxes stress-free.
Hey, we're back here at Winnie Mac Pine to Prairie Conference Championship Saturday. Fosston leading Ada-Borup-West at halftime, 30-24. Greyhounds will inbound, going from our right to left here in the second half. And Aaron Norland will do the honors, guarded by, well, nobody actually. They'll just allow him to inbound. And here's Cullen Norland out to Sculla, back to Cullen Norland up, and his foot was just out of bounds when he caught the pass, so the Greyhounds turn it over. And a good start for Ada-Borup-West, forcing a turnover without the Greyhounds getting a shot off. Here's McCraven across the center line for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Spaeth with the ball. McCraven back to Spaeth. Spaeth with the crossover dribble along the baseline. Kritzberger. And now they reverse it over on the left side to Dahl. McCraven back to Dahl in the corner. Kritzberger back out. Dahl in the circle. And here's Larson getting a back out to McCraven. McCraven with a little baby hook, no good. Got his own rebound, puts it up and in. Nicely done by McCraven on the putback. And it's 30-26. The Greyhounds now lead by 4. Fosston with their second possession of the second half. Tice, who hit that big three right before halftime with the ball. Zach Tice over to Carson Bushy, right side to Cullen Norland. Bushy sets the screen, bounce pass to Aaron Norland, over to Cullen Norland on the right side. Norland trying to do a little hip check thrown there by Kritzberger, and got just enough of Cullen Norland to warrant the foul. Kritzberger with his second, team's first. Cullen Norland will inbound for the Greyhounds into the backcourt to Tice. Tice will get it across the timeline for the Greyhounds. Championship game for the Pine to Prairie Conference. Here's Tice with the left-handed dribble. Bounce pass to Sculla. Sculla up. Aaron Norland started breaking, and Sculla released the pass, and it flies into the Greyhound bench. Turnover number 10 for the Greyhounds, their second of the half. So the Cougars down by 4 with the basketball. They have not led this afternoon. McCraven with the ball. Bounce pass on the left side to Caden Dahl. Inside to Spaeth out on the wing. McCraven for three. Yes! McCraven for three. That's a big one for the Cougars, and the Greyhound lead down to 1 at 30-29. Aaron Norland over to Zach Tice. Tice with the ball on the near side to Aaron Norland. Norland with the dribble. Guarded by Spaeth. There's Norland with a step back 14-footer, too strong, and Tice went over the back of Kritzberger to try to get the rebound, and Zach Tice picks up his first foul. Little momentum switch here as the Cougars have a chance to take their first lead of the day with a bucket here, just about 2 minutes into the second half. McCraven gets it across the center line. Bounce pass left side to Dahl. Back out to Larson. And here is Spaeth with the ball in the lane. Spaeth to the basket. He scores! And it's going to count. And one for Cameron Spaeth of the Cougars. And they've taken their first lead of the game with 15:52 left to go here in the second half. And the foul was on Carson Bushy, and the Greyhounds are going to call a timeout. 15:52 left to go here in the second half. Lakes Community Co-op and Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard. The Cougars lead 31-30. We're back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
All right, here's Spaeth at the free throw line trying to finish off a three-point play. Timeouts again brought to you by Freedom Fuel. on Highway 9 and Ada and the Fosston A&W, Highway 2 West and Fosston. Free throw, no good. And they're going to call a foul on Ada-Borup-West on the rebound, and that's going to be on Larson, his second. So the Cougars lead 31-30. Now Fosston starting the second half kind of like Ada-Borup-West started the game. They haven't scored in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the half. Cullen Norland out to Carson Bushy. Here's Bushy handing it off to Tice. Tice out on the left wing to Aaron Norland. Norland with the ball. Cullen Norland. Cullen holds on to it. Over to Bushy. This is Carson Bushy to Scala. Scala with the bounce pass right wing to Bushy. Carson with the pass out to Cullen Norland underneath the Scala. Scala off the head fake, shoots, did not get the bounce. And McCraven with a second rebound for Ada-Borup-West. Here come the Cougars. Spaeth down the lane. Spaeth with the nice dish to Kritzberger. Kritzberger scores. Spaeth with the assist. 33-30. Ada-Borup-West on a 9-0 run going back to the first half. Aaron Norland with the ball out on top to Tice. Tice out of the wing to Aaron Norland over to Carson Bushy. 14:57 left in the second half. Aaron Norland to Scala. Scala with the ball for the Greyhounds. Bounce pass to Tice. Tice out on top. Carson Bushy. Cullen Norland. Greyhounds having a hard time getting good looks here to start the half. Aaron Norland for three. Got it! Aaron Norland knocks down a three from the top of the key. And we're tied at 33-33. Now the Cougars have the ball. Here's Dahl. Kritzberger out on top to Larson. Larson to Spaeth. Spaeth defended by Cullen Norland. Over on the right side of Mason Larson. Larson getting it back to Dahl. Dahl in the corner. Now they kick it back out to Spaeth. Spaeth off the crossover in the corner to Kritzberger, and they're going to call him for a travel. Turnover number 9 for Ada-Borup-West. 33-33 with 14:09 left to go in the second half. Cullen Norland brings it across the center line for the Greyhounds. And it's knocked away by Larson, almost stole the ball away. Scala gets it. Greyhounds having a little trouble. Now they're going to call a jump ball. Ooh, that was a quick whistle. And McCraven did a good job, and Cougars have the arrow. They're going to get the ball. So that'll be a turnover for Fosston. 13:57 left to go. Second half, we're tied at 33. Both teams have 2 fouls. In the game, stats and numbers brought to you by Christian Motors of Fertile. Cougars have the basketball. Here's Spaeth. Now McCraven with the ball, or check that was Engel. Engel with the ball, back to Spaeth. In the corner, 3-point shot by McCraven, no good. And the rebound, Cullen Norland had it, lost it, then Tice picks it up. And here come the Greyhounds. McCraven had a good look from the deep left corner, and it just wouldn't drop. Tice, backdoor, reverse layup, good by Aaron Norland. He had no choice but to go to the reverse layup. Tice with the helper, and now the Greyhounds are back on top. 35-33, a three by Engel, no good. Rebound, Cullen Norland on the weak side. Here come the Greyhounds in transition. Tice, Aaron Norland, Scala, offensive foul on the Greyhounds on Aaron Norland. And Cannon Anderson took one for the team there on the receiving end of it for Ada-Borup-West. Aaron Norland picks up his second foul. Greyhounds lead 35-33, 13:08 left to go in the second half. What a day of basketball. It's been a lot of fun. McCraven hands it off to Anderson. He's a junior. He hands it off to Engel. Ryan Engel out to Spaeth. Spaeth with the dribble, spin move in the paint, out on the wing. Here's Shaw with the ball, out on the wing. A 3-point shot is no good for Engel, and a nice rebound by Carson Bushy for the Greyhounds, his 4th of the day. Now Tice with the ball, pushes it to Aaron Norland over on the right side to Scala. Scala deep in the corner. Scala with a pass underneath. Tice kicks it out. Aaron Norland for three. Yes! Aaron Norland for three. And the Greyhounds lead 38-33. They've scored 5 in a row after it was tied. Here's Spaeth in the corner. Ryan Engel out on top to Anderson. Anderson strong to the basket, missed the layup, and Cullen Norland with his 5th rebound for Fosston. Long pass to Tice. Tice in the corner. Bushy, Carson for three. Yes! Carson Bushy for three. And the Greyhounds are heating it up from the outside, and they lead by 8 in the blink of an eye, 41-33 Fosston. Now the Cougars need a score. Here's Spaeth to Shaw. Shaw underneath and a foul. Shaw with a nice pass to Cannon Anderson, and Anderson's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First foul on Sculla. First free throw, no good for Anderson. 11:49 left to go here in the second half. Second free throw coming up here for Cannon Anderson for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, and that one is good. He got the bounce. So he makes 1 out of 2. That ends an 11-0 run for Fosston. 41-34 Greyhounds. Lots of time left in this game. Aaron Norland in the backcourt. Greyhounds trying to break the press. Tice across the timeline. Tice with a left-handed dribble in the corner. Thatcher Palyabicki with the ball. Palyabicki in the corner to Tice. Tice with the ball. And the Greyhounds will reset. There's Tice. Bounce pass in the corner to Bushy. Back out. Zach Tice with it. Looks at Coach Ben Hamburger, who's prowling the Greyhound sideline. Hudson Bushy with it. Bushy out to Carson Bushy. Bushy had it knocked away. Falls on his knees. Loose ball. Hudson Bushy out to Tice. Tice with the ball. Bounce pass to Hudson Bushy. Over to Aaron Norland. In the corner. Carson Bushy for 3. And a hand in his face. Came up short. Rebound though. Hudson Bushy. Carson Bushy for 3. That's no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. And it'll belong to Ada-Borup-West. And we had a foul called on the Greyhounds. 5th team foul and the 3rd personal on Aaron Norland. So he's got 3 fouls now. 41-34, Greyhounds by 7. Ada-Borup-West with the ball, 10:56 left to go in the second half. Here's Spaeth with the ball. Now they work it over to Cameron. Spaeth for 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound yanked out of there by Carson Bushy. Outlet pass to Tice, here come the Greyhounds. Tice behind the back dribble, the drive, and a little running hook shot that won't go. Carson Bushy banks it off one of the Cougars underneath the basket. Banked it off of Baron Odden there. So the Greyhounds, thanks to Bushy, keep possession. Tice will inbound to Palyabicki. Cullen Norland over to Hudson Bushy. Tice with the ball deep in the right corner. Here's Palyabicki over on the left side to Cullen Norland. Top of the key to Tice. 10:25 left in the second half. Greyhounds lead by 7, 41-34. Carson Bushy. Bushy hands it off. Cullen Norland to Palyabicki. Bobbled it just a little bit. Kicks it out to Hudson Bushy. Quick passing by the Greyhounds. Cullen Norland for 3, way short. And the rebound controlled by the Cougars. And then they throw it out of bounds. Dahl got the ball, and they had a hard time releasing the outlet pass. And by the time they tracked it down, it was almost in the Greyhound bench. And Fosston gets it back. Turnovers in the game, 12 for Fosston, 10 for Ada-Borup-West. Greyhounds inbound into the backcourt. Cullen Norland with it, and we're just about at the 10-minute mark. 10:03 on the clock here in the second half. Carson Bushy out to Hudson Bushy. Cullen Norland off the screen. Norland pick and roll to Palyabicki. Palyabicki with the pass underneath, deflected right back to Thatcher Palyabicki. Hudson Bushy eyeballed the 3, and he took an extra step and traveled with it. Turnover number 13 for the Fosston Greyhounds with 9:49 left to go. Here in the second half, McCraven will inbound to Dahl, who gets it back to Austin McCraven. Cougars in a bit of an offensive dry spell here. Here's a 3-point shot, and that'll help deep in the right corner. Charles Shaw for 3. Oh, the Cougars needed that. 41-37 Greyhounds, or was it a 2? Well, they put up 2 on the scoreboard, so maybe it was a 2-pointer for Shaw, but Greyhounds have the basketball. We'll go with the 2-pointer until something else changes. Palyabicki with it, so the Greyhounds lead by 5, 41-36. Nonetheless, a big shot by Shaw. Tice, bounce pass. Norland off the window with a baby hook for 2. That's Cullen Norland with a bucket. Big time play there by Norland, and the Greyhounds lead by 6. Now the Cougars have the ball. Deep in the right corner, Schall throwing it out to Kritzberger. Kritzberger over on the left side. Now they work it back out. Schall baseline, passes it to Kritzberger. Kritzberger kicks it out. McCraven finds a little seam, and the left-handed runner came up short. Rebound, Hudson Bushy for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds still lead 43-36. Here's Carson Bushy out on top. Tice open for the three, no good. Rebound, Cullen Norland, put back, yes! Cullen Norland on the putback after the missed three-pointer by Tice. And Coach Stewart and the Cougars will call a timeout. 8:23 left to go in the ball game. And on the Lakes Community Co-op and Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard, 45-36, the Greyhounds lead by 9. We're back in 1 minute.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Building a dream takes more than just bricks and mortar. At Lukacic Architecture, we understand that quality and performance are just as important as the final product. From hospitals to schools, offices to restaurants, our team takes pride in delivering the best for both private and public sector clients. And as residents of northern Minnesota, we're always happy to give back to the communities we call home. Quality, performance, and a commitment to our communities, that's our promise to you. Lukacic Architecture, building a better future for all.
Back here at Winnie Mac, 45-36, the Fosston Greyhounds lead the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Timeouts brought to you again by Freedom Fuel on Highway 9 in Ada and the Fosston A&W on Highway 2 West in Fosston. Cougars have a hill to climb, down by 9, but again, lots of time left, 8:16 on the clock. Greyhounds, since the game was tied, have outscored the Cougars 12-3. Here's a three-pointer by Caden Dahl, no good, and Palyabicki goes up high for the rebound, then he got tied up. And the arrow does belong to Fosston. So when this game was tied at 33, the Cougars did take a brief lead. Or check that, the Greyhounds took the lead at 35-33. And that run at 13-3, Greyhounds break the press. Palyabicki out to Sculla. So it's been a 13-3 run for Fosston since the game was tied at 33 apiece. Cullen Norland with the ball, the dribble out to Hudson Bushy, pushes it over, a little baseball pass to Carson Bushy. And the possessions might start to get a little longer now for the Greyhounds. Well, there's a little seam for Cullen Norland. Why not? When they give you the chance, he lays it up and in. And the Greyhounds with their biggest lead of the day now at 11 and 47-36 on a 15-3 run since it was tied. Here's McCraven with the ball over on the left side. Kritzberger and a pushing foul call underneath on the Greyhounds. Darren Sculla with a foul, that's his second. 7:22 left to go in the game. Team foul number 6 on the Greyhounds. So Ada-Borup-West will inbound under the offensive basket. Pass comes in, catch and release there by Dahl. The shot no good, and Aaron Norland pulls down his second rebound for the Greyhounds. And the Cougars are gonna have to start making some of these shots. 7:11 left to go. And the Greyhounds are the type of team it's hard to come from behind against. There's a backdoor to Tice from Cullen Norland, what a play. Tice scores, Cullen Norland with the assist via the back door, 49-36. Greyhounds up now by 13. Here's Kritzberger for the Cougars, and a drive and a little runner, good! Caden Dahl with a bucket, and Coach Stewart will immediately take a timeout. On the Lakes Community Co-op and Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard, 6:49 left in the game, 49-38 Greyhounds over the Cougars. We're back in 30 seconds.
Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston, offering a wide selection of unique home decor, stylish accessories, toys, and games that are sure to impress anyone on your gift list. And with their convenient pharmacy services and expert staff ready to fill your prescriptions, your shopping experience has never been easier. Don't stress about gift giving this year. Come shop at Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston. Visit them today or check them out online at nordspharmacyandgifts.com.
Okay, we're back here at Winnie Mac. 6:49 left to go in the second half of the boys Pine to Prairie Conference Championship game. Greyhounds lead 49-38. Now the Cougars will pick up the intensity as far as their defense is concerned, trying to force some turnovers here. Greyhounds have turned the ball over 13 times. And Aaron Norland with an errant pass got tipped out of bounds, but fortunately, Spaeth got a hand on that one to tip it out, so the Greyhounds will inbound again. Sculla will throw it in. And Sculla into Aaron Norland. Norland in the backcourt. Beats the trap. Cullen Norland across the timeline, pivots and dumps it off to Tice. 6:35 left to go. Tice with the ball right in front of his own bench. Greyhounds lead 49-38. Tice with it along the baseline. High pass. Good catch by Aaron Norland. He'll kick it out to Sculla. Cullen Norland to Tice. Zach Tice with the ball out on top to Aaron Norland. Over to Cullen. Cullen fakes the three. Dribbles forward. Turns around. And they're going to call a foul on Ada-Borup-West. That'll be their third team foul. And it looks like it'll be number 2 on Spaeth. Tice will inbound. Tice gets it into Sculla. Sculla hands it off to Tice. Tice with the dribble. Left elbow. Dumps it off to Cullen Norland. Now Sculla with it. Sculla swings it over to Hudson Bushy. Hudson over on the left side to Sculla. Sculla with the ball. Cullen Norland cuts through the lane. And we're going to have a foul here. A blocking foul on Ada-Borup-West. And that'll be on Kritzberger, who tried to draw the charge, but he picks up his third foul. 49-38, Greyhounds by 11, 5:54 left to go. Greyhounds beat the Cougars by 11 back on February 2nd in Fosston. Sculla out to Hudson Bushy. Bushy with a bounce pass, and we have an offensive foul called here on the Greyhounds. So they'll turn the ball over for the 14th time. Sculla picks up his third foul. And the Cougars will inbound in the backcourt. 5:50 left to go. Better start the clock. Clock's not running. Lots of free time here. Start the clock. Well, the Cougars can take advantage here. The clock's not there. It goes. They got about 12 free seconds. Cougars have the ball. Went out of bounds. Ooh, off of Kritzberger and into the official, who was out of bounds. So the Greyhounds will get the ball. Kirsten Bushy will inbound in the backcourt. Pass comes into Cullen Norland. Aaron Norland still in the backcourt. Long pass to Tice across the timeline with a couple of seconds to spare. 5.5 left to go. Tice in the corner to Hudson Bushy. Aaron Norland to Cullen Norland. Cullen left elbow, 10-foot jumper, good. And he's got 10 points. 51-38 Greyhounds. The last time these two played, the Greyhounds had 4 in double figures, and they've seen great balance again this afternoon in their scoring column against a very good Ada-Borup-West team. Here's Spaeth with a spin move. Spaeth trying to get the shot off, and he got blocked out of bounds. Cougars get it back. You talk about a murderer's row of a schedule, though, for Ada-Borup-West. Cass Lake Bena, DGF, Sacred Heart, and now Fosston. Of course, the Greyhounds of Cass Lake Bena coming up on Tuesday next week. They still have a game with the Holly Nuggets on their schedule and close out against Clearbrook-Gonvick. 5:05 left to go here. Fouls, 7 on the Greyhounds, 4 on the Cougars. And Ada-Borup will have the basketball here. And McCraven will inbound. And gets it in. They get it right back to McCraven. McCraven inside the paint, going to his right, throws up the shot, and a blocking foul on Tice. And Zach tried to do the same thing, tried to draw a charge there, but he picks up his second foul, the team's 8th. At the Mustang Seeds free throw line is Austin McCraven. The Cougars are 2 for 5 as a team at the line. And the first one is good. So the Cougars are going to have to make their free throws here to try to help them get back in the game. 51-39, Fosston by 12. And the second free throw is good. So McCraven knocks them both down. 51-40, Greyhounds by 11. 4:59 left to go. Carson Bushy will inbound in the backcourt. Bushy looking, and they're going to call a timeout. That was a good timeout. They were getting close to 5 seconds, so we'll take a timeout ourselves. 4:59 left to go in regulation. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel on Highway 9 in Ada and the Fosston A&W on the Lakes Community Co-op and Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. 51-40, Greyhounds by 11. We're back in 30 seconds.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Hey, we're back here at Winnie-Mac and the Pine to Prairie Conference Boys Basketball Championship game. Greyhounds will inbound coming out of their own 30-second timeout. Carson Bushy will get it in to Cullen Norland. Norland with the ball, lobs it over the defender to Aaron. Norland 2-on-1 for the Greyhounds. Norland to Sculla, he shoots and scores. Sculla with 8 points, nice press break by the Greyhounds, and they're back up by 13, 53-40. And now we're down to 4:43 left to go in the game. Cougars have the ball. Auden with a pass, now they work it out on top to Engel. Over on the right side to Larson. Larson with a banker, came up short, and a rebound for Zach Tice. Tice with his 4th rebound, pushes it the other way for Fosston. And the Greyhounds set it up with 4:22 left to go. Aaron Norland to Cullen Norland. Greyhounds looking for their 19th win of the year. Cullen Norland with a pass, and Tice had it knocked away, picked up by Bushy to Aaron Norland. He scores off the window, and the basket's gonna count. Bushy with the helper, and Aaron Norland, as he was in the process of falling to the ground, got the shot to go in. Greyhounds lead by 15 now, their biggest lead of the afternoon, and the foul was on Auden, his second. Aaron Norland at the line shooting 1, and the free throw is up, and that is good. Boy, what a turnaround in this game. After the Cougars had taken the lead earlier this half, the Greyhounds are up by 16. Engel with the ball, out on top, and here's a drive. Auden in the corner, 3-point shot off the front rim there for Engel. Rebound controlled by Sculla. Outlet to Tice, and the fast break results in 2 more Greyhound points. Tice in double figures with 10, 58-40. The Greyhounds with the lead. And there's a steal by Aaron Norland. Aaron Norland goes in, he shoots and scores. 2 more for the Greyhounds. Norland with 17, and the Greyhounds lead by 20, 60-40, with 3:23 left to go. Cougars have the ball. Here's McCraven in the corner. Here's a 3-point shot in. Nice shot from deep in the right corner by Ryan Engel, his first 3 points of the game. And it's 60-43 Fosston. And then Cullen Norland at his pocket, picked by McCraven, and he scores. So real quickly, 5 points for Ada-Borup-West. 2:57 left to go. Greyhounds lead by 15, and they turn it over again. McCraven steals the ball. And we're going to have a foul on the Greyhounds. That's going to be number 9 on Fosston, 3rd personal on Zach Tice. Cougars are in the bonus. And McCraven 2 for 2 at the Mustang Seeds free throw line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. So the Greyhounds are up by 20, but now it's a 15-point lead. And I'm sure Coach Hemberger not happy with all the turnovers here. McCraven, the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. And the Cougars scoring some points without the clock running. 60-46. Greyhounds. Cougars have scored 6 in a row. McCraven with 14 points on the day, and the second one short, and a long rebound, and it comes out to Spaeth, who shoots. Ooh, they're going to call a foul, and he's going to get 2 free throws, and Tice just picked up his 4th foul. So again, the Cougars with a chance to score without the clock running. Spaeth at the line, trying to make it a 12-point game. First to 2 is no good, as the Cougars are in the double bonus now. Larson will come out of the game for Ada-Borup-West, and Anderson will come in. Second free throw for Cameron Spaeth. It is up and it is good. And he's got 11 points. He's 1 for 3 at the line. Greyhounds inbound. There's a long pass down to Carson Bushy to Tice. Tice goes in, and again, a 2-on-1 results in 2 points for the Greyhounds. That's the way to break a press, and here's a 3-pointer, but it's an air ball by Dahl. And McCraven tried to save it. It goes out of bounds off the missed shot. Greyhounds will get it, and they lead 62-47 with 2:35 left to go. Carson Bushy inbounds to Aaron Norland. Bounce pass to Carson Bushy. Cullen Norland deflected right to Aaron Norland, right on top of the timeline. Stolen away by Spaeth. Spaeth down the lane. The layup good. What a play by Spaeth. And the timeout is called by the Greyhounds. 62-49, a 13-point lead for Fosston on the Lakes Community Co-op and Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard. 2:21 left to go, a 20-point lead down to 13 for the Greyhounds. We're back in 1 minute.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here at Winnie Mac, Greyhounds inbound. This is Tice with the ball. And Tice out to Carson Bushy in the corner to Sculla. Sculla with a left-handed dribble and a pass, and there's a foul. This is going to be on Anderson, his first. 62-49 Fosston with 2:09 left to go in the second half. And the inbounds pass will come in the front court. Tice looking backcourt, now throws it in to Sculla. Sculla trapped on the far side. Sculla with a pass to Bushy. Touch pass out to Cullen Norland, out to Tice. Tice with the ball for the Greyhounds. 2 minutes left to go. Aaron Norland with a left-handed pass, and Anderson called for the reach in, his second. And that will put the Greyhounds into the bonus, where Aaron Norland will shoot 1-and-1. Aaron with 17 points today, 1 for 1 at the line. Okay, and the free throw is no good. So the Cougars bring it the other way. Pull up 3 by Spaeth, and it's no good, but they get the rebound. Put back by Dahl won't go. And a race for the ball. Aaron Norland picks it up, and he'll dump it off there to Tice. Tice across the timeline. .141 left to go. And a foul called here, the 8th team foul on Ada-Borup-West, and that'll be the 3rd personal. We got a number mix-up here. We have Anderson and Markuson both wearing number 20 from 2 different sources, but that's who got the foul. Tice with the free throw. .141 left to go. 63-49 Greyhounds. Tice with another free throw. Good. Well, Zach Tice with 14 points. Hit a big three right before halftime. So the Cougars with the ball. Down 64-49. Here's a three-point shot off the mark by Dahl. And a rebound. And we're going to have a foul here on the Greyhounds. And free throws coming up. And that's on Cullen Norland. That'll be his third. But right now the Greyhounds with 91 seconds left to go. With a healthy lead of 64-49. First free throw no good. Greyhounds and Cougars playing for the boys championship. Second free throw dances on the rim but won't go. And players diving for the ball. And they're going to give it to the Cougars. Or nope, Greyhounds are going to get it. About 4 players on the floor there, and good sportsmanship as they help each other up. .128 left to go. They're gonna get some moisture to dry up off the floor there. That tends to happen late in the game, and you got 4 players going for a ball. And now the Cougars begin to empty their bench. Greyhounds, Carlene's gonna come in. Brennan Fetting in the game for Ada-Borup-West, along with Gannon Rockstead. And a nice ovation for the Greyhound starters who come off the floor. Yeah, we had quite the turn of events here in the second half. It seemed like Ada-Borup-West had the momentum. They took the lead 35-33, and then the Greyhounds went on a run of 16-3 and haven't looked back. Will Christen in the game for Fosston. Here's Carlene with the ball, 1:14 left to go. Carlene over to Hudson Bushy. Kelton Gray on the floor for the Greyhounds as well. Here's a pass into Carlene. Tony off the double pump, shoots and scores. Tony Carlene with the bucket. Here come the Cougars. Auden's back in the game now for Ada-Borup-West, along with Wyatt Larson. Rockstead with it. On the right side, Auden. And here's Larson, Wyatt Larson with the ball. Auden over on the right side. And we're down to 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. Auden along the baseline, guarded by Will Christen. Pass deflected. Tony Carlene comes up with it. Oh, and he lost the ball going in for the layup. No damage done with the 17-point lead and just a half a minute left to go. Tony got pretty excited there. I asked him the other night if he could dunk, and he said, no, he can't dunk. Well, I guess we'll never find out. Cougars with the basketball. Rockstead over on the right elbow to Wyatt Larson. We're down to 14 seconds left to go. Here's Rockstead with a shot. It rims out, no good. And Ryan Dupong with the rebound. And the Greyhounds will dribble away the final few seconds, and they will be the champions of the Pine to Prairie Conference here in 2022-2023. Well, the Cougars had a nice comeback, took the lead, but then the Greyhounds took it right back and would not relinquish it. Your final score on the Lakes Community Co-op and Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard, the Greyhounds win 66-49. Greyhounds are now 19-4, and the Cougars drop to 16-7. And we have the post-game show coming up next here on KRJB, KKCQ, your live event, and Garden Valley TV. Post-game report brought to you by Home Crown Realty. The game summary brought to you by Benedictine Care Community in Ada. And the post-game connection brought to you by the Halstead Telephone Company. We're back after this 2-minute timeout.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Carco and Fosston wants to remind you that a new set of tires makes a huge difference in handling the winter weather conditions. If you need tires, where else do you go but Carco? They offer very competitive prices on tires, and you can stop in today and let Ben or Tim give you a quote. And if you need an oil change, brake work, or tire alignment, be sure to make an appointment before you leave. It's the place to go. It's Carco. Call them at 435-6000. Carco, Highway 2 in Fosston.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Okay, back here at Winnie Mac, it's time now for our post-game summary, and that is brought to you by Benedictine Care Community in Ada. Well, when the game was tied at 33-33, the Greyhounds outscored the Cougars from that point on 33-16. Ada-Borup-West seemed to have all the momentum. They held Fosston scoreless for the first 4 minutes and 8 seconds of the second half. It's almost eerie because that same thing happened in the girls' game where Park Christian fell behind by 9 points in the second half, not scoring for over 5 minutes, but then they came back and won the game. And the same thing kind of happened here, although it wasn't as big of a lead, but Ada-Borup-West took that 2-point lead, and then the Greyhounds come back and got hot when it mattered the most. And, of course, one of the big shots of the game, Zach Tice hitting that 3-point shot right before halftime. Let's run through the foul situation, first of all, for Ada-Borup-West. Auden had 2 fouls, Larson had 2 fouls, Spaeth had 2, Engel had 2, Kritzberger had 3, and Schall had 1 foul. For the Greyhounds, Tice had 4, Sculla had 3, Cullen Norland had 3 fouls, Aaron Norland had 3, and Carson Bushy had 1. Turnovers in the game, the Greyhounds turned the ball over 18 times. The Cougars had 13 turnovers. Rebounding for Fosston, Aaron Norland had 2 boards, Cullen Norland had 6, Carson Bushy had 5, Zach Tice had 4, Hudson Bushy had 2, Ryan Dupong had 1 rebound, Darren Sculla had 1, Thatcher Palyabicki had 1, and Tony Carleen had 1. Under the boards for the Cougars, Kritzberger had 2, Engel had 1, McCraven had 2, Dahl had 2, Larson had 1, Auden had 1, and Schall had a rebound for Ada-Borup-West. And scoring in the game for the Greyhounds, just like the last time these two played, the Greyhounds had 4 players in double figures. Aaron Norland at 17, Zach Tice at 14, Cullen Norland at 10, Carson Bushy at 10. Darren Sculla wasn't too far away from double digits. He had 8. Hudson Bushy scored 5, and Tony Carleen at 2 for the game total of 66 for the Greyhounds. And for Ada-Borup-West, Austin McCraven scored 14, Cameron Spaeth had 13, and Caden Dahl scored 7. Charles Schall had 5. Mason Larson had 2, Ryan Engel had 3, and Lance Kritzberger had 5 for the game total of 49. 66-49 your final score, and we've got more coming up, including the focus on the game brought to you by Valley Vision Clinic. Dr. Dave Solsing and his staff at Valley Vision Clinic remind you to also keep your focus for the regular eye exam. Call to schedule yours at 218-784-4091. And we'll be back with our award winners, our coaches' comments, and more as the Greyhounds take the title here, 66-49. We're back in 1 minute.
In Fosston is ready for Old Man Winter with their lineup of Toro power shovels to large commercial snow blowers. Toro's lightweight power shovel can clear a 12-inch path with snow up to 4 inches. Great for tight spaces and light snow. See their 60-volt and gas engine models that fit your walkway, driveway, or large area jobs. Now available at great prices at your local Toro dealer. All that and more in Toro, located right on Highway 2 West in Fosston.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Welcome to Fosston Family Dental, where we make sure every visit to our practice is a positive experience. Our team of skilled dentists and staff work together to provide comprehensive dental care to patients of all ages. From routine cleanings to complex procedures, we are committed to giving you the best possible dental care. With state-of-the-art technology and a warm, welcoming atmosphere, we strive to make your visit as comfortable as possible. Schedule an appointment today and see why Fosston Family Dental is the top choice for dental care in our community.
Okay, we're back here on the post-game show as the Greyhounds win the championship, and we've got a few of the Greyhound players joining us on our post-game report. And Carson Bushy, Carson, congratulations. This was an intense game. The final score a little deceiving.
Absolutely, so much fun. Such a dogfight always with these guys. So fun to play.
You have had a lot of games recently. Did the tank get a little low at the end of the game, or did the adrenaline kick in?
I think we were all ready to go. The adrenaline was definitely there throughout the game. I mean, we've had 3 game weeks before this, and we were ready for this week. We were ready for this game today.
Okay, another big one coming up Tuesday, of course, at Cass Lake Bena. But I know this is one of your goals, to get to this championship game of the Pine to Prairie, and come out with a win is huge.
Absolutely. It's awesome to hold up that trophy.
All right, Carson, congratulations. Good job.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, who else do we have here? Who else is jumping? Darren Scala. He'll get on with us here. Darren, one of the seniors for the Greyhounds. Darren, congratulations. And, you know, whenever the Cougars and the Greyhounds get together, it's a pretty entertaining game. And like I just said to Carson, I think the final score a little deceiving here, because it was a close game for a good chunk of the day.
Yeah, it was a really close game, but we just were able to handle the pressure. Got a little hairy, if you want to call it, for a couple minutes, and we had like 4 turnovers. And I'm just happy we were able to come out with the win, hit our shots at the end, free throws.
Yeah, fortunately, you had a pretty big lead when that happened, so
yeah,
you kind of cushioned the blow. Well, as a senior, I mean, what does this mean for you to win the conference championship?
It's just everything that we've always talked about. We've always wanted to play together when we got older, and it's just a great feeling that we've been together for so long, and we were able to accomplish this as a team.
And, you know, there's so many good teams in the Pine to Prairie Conference. It kind of makes it even maybe be more special, right?
Yeah, it is. Playing with these guys throughout the whole year. We have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we're still a family, and that's the way we've always thought of it.
Well, Darren, everybody has ups and downs, so that's a big part of the deal. Congratulations, Darren. A great ball game, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And then we're going to get Zach Tice on here. Zach, congratulations. You hit a big 3-point shot right before halftime, and, man, you pumped your fist in the air. You were pretty pumped up.
Oh, yeah, it's really exciting to hit any shot, but one right before the buzzer, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was a big one. It gave you a 6-point lead instead of a 3-point lead. But, you know, the Cougars have a great team. I know they've lost 4 in a row right now, but they've played 4 very good teams, and this is a team that, you know, is going to be right in the mix come tournament time.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So what were the keys to the success in this game for you guys?
Well, taking care of the ball, rebounding, getting back on defense, and then executing plays on offense.
Yeah, and Darren alluded to the fact you had a few turnovers there late in the game, but you had a big enough lead to kind of cushion the blow there, right?
Yeah, we obviously have to work on a few things coming up before the playoffs, but yeah, it was a really good game and good effort by both teams.
Well, you had a tournament-like atmosphere here at Winnie-Mac today. The same might be there at Cass Lake Tuesday night when you play the Panthers.
Yeah, definitely. These next few games coming up, even regular season, will all be pretty big.
Yep, you've got Holly coming up, of course, Clearbert-Gonvick. So, hey, congratulations, Zach, on the win. And as a senior, it's got to be pretty special too, right?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Okay, good job.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, that's Zach Tice. And we'll take another break. Let's take another break as the Greyhounds win 66-49. And we'll run through some of our we'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the postgame show.
Are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Greater Minnesota Gas, bringing natural gas to rural Minnesota, has some safety reminders this time of year. Remember to keep your gas meters free of ice and snow. Maintain vent hoods, pipes, and flues on your gas appliances to make sure they aren't blocked, cracked, corroded. Don't let kids or pets play around gas equipment, including meters and pipes. If you have any concerns with your meters or equipment, contact us at Greater Minnesota Gas, 888-931-3411. Find more information and safety tips at greatermngas.com. Greater Minnesota Gas, changing lives with energy. Stressed about taxes? Let H&R Block of Fosston help. Our expert tax professionals have the knowledge and experience to get you the biggest refund possible. And with H&R Block's maximum refund guarantee, you can rest assured that you're getting the best service and the best refund. So why wait? Come into H&R Block of Fosston today and see why we're the trusted choice for all your tax needs. Hey, don't let taxes stress you out. H&R Block of Fosston, where we make taxes stress-free.
Okay, we're back here on the post-game show. Greyhound coach Ben Hemberger joining us. Ben, congratulations on the win. And, you know, we talked on the pregame show that this is why they're doing this, to have the atmosphere and give the fans on a Saturday afternoon a chance to cheer, and just great atmosphere for both games. And you guys put together a nice effort.
Yeah, we did. Very proud of the kids. It was a fun afternoon over at Winnie Mac. The gym is always one of my favorite ones to play in. It's always a fun atmosphere over here. It's a loud gym, and you know, both games, a lot of energy in the gym, places jumping. But like I said, I'm very proud of our kids. We're very proud of the effort. You know, we kind of got off to a sloppy start to that second half a little bit, but you know, the senior veteran-led group we have, I thought they did a pretty good job of answering and, you know, and righting the ship there a little bit. But you know, once we got going, I thought we played pretty well tonight.
Yeah, it's not often the Greyhounds go 4 minutes and 8 seconds without scoring, but to start the second half, they took the lead there. But like you said, your guys righted the ship, and I think you figured Ada-Borup-West had a little run left in them.
They do. Every game that they play, they put together monstrous runs. You know, you go back to the last few games, I think they got down by 14-15 to Cass Lake and came back and, you know, had chances to win that thing. And you know, so I mean, it's a very proud group, very proud program over there, very well coached, like I said in pregame, and you know, our guys had to earn it today. It was a battle from the get-go, and you know, once we got rolling there a little bit, you know, we finally started getting some stops consistently and stacking those up, and were able to extend the lead and, you know, and give ourselves a little breathing room. You know, we probably made it a little bit more hairy than we needed to down the stretch. With I think we were up 20 and. Yeah. And I think we turned it over about 3 or 4 times, and, you know, gave them a little bit of life there. But you know, other than that, all in all, I'm very proud of the effort, very proud of the kids. You know, we you know, practice-wise yesterday, all we did was about 30 minutes on the court, walk-through type thing, just try to save some legs here because we got some kids that put some miles on. But you know, so it was a good day. Very proud of them.
All right. One similarity to this game compared to the last time you played them at your place was balance in your scoring column. You had 4 in double figures that night. You had 4 today. Sculla had 8, so he was close to double figures. So that balance showed again today. That's
how we've been pretty much all year long. I know, like, we just got the final conference stats yesterday, and you look at it, and we have nobody in the top 10 for scoring leaders. But we have 5 guys that are averaging between 10 and 13 points a game. And you know, it's kind of how these guys roll. They don't care who scores. You know, I think we've had probably 6 different kids lead us in scoring this year. So. You know, and they share the ball so well too. You know, we I don't know how many assists a game. I think we're right around 21, 22 assists a game that we're averaging, and you know, so it's a very unselfish group, and you know, and we've been pretty balanced all year long.
Well, this was one of your goals to get to the championship game. Another goal, obviously, is to win the championship game, right?
Yep, it was. So there's 2 of the goals, and I know they got a few more, but there's a long road ahead, and you know, it's pretty good likelihood that we'll probably see these guys again. And
you mentioned that before.
It's a possibility anyway if you know things go, you know, the way they could. But you know, it was a good start. You know, we got 4 games left against 4 high-quality teams, and there's, you know, no time really to take a breath here because we got to come ready to play every single night.
All right, good job, Ben. Congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
There's Ben Hamburger, head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds, and the post-game coaches' comments. We will be back with more. Our post-game award winners as the Greyhounds win 66-49 over the Ada-Borup-West Cougars here at Winnie Mac. We're back in 2 minutes.
Community Co-op, a new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Building a dream takes more than just bricks and mortar. At Lukacic Architecture, we understand that quality and performance are just as important as the final product. From hospitals to schools, offices to restaurants, our team takes pride in delivering the best for both private and public sector clients. And as residents of northern Minnesota, we're always happy to give back to the communities we call home. Quality, performance, and a commitment to our communities, that's our promise to you. Lukacic Architecture, building a better future for all. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston, offering a wide selection of unique home decor, stylish accessories, toys, and games that are sure to impress anyone on your gift list. And with their convenient pharmacy services and expert staff ready to fill your prescriptions, your shopping experience has never been easier. Don't stress about gift giving this year. Come shop at Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston. Visit them today or check them out online at nordspharmacyandgifts.com.
All right, we're back here on the post-game show. Time to announce our stars of the game, brought to you by Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of America and American Federal Bank in Ada, and Dr. Gabe Wiener at the Fosston Chiropractic Clinic. And we're going to give a star of the game to Aaron Norland of the Fosston Greyhounds, the 5'9" senior. Scored 17 points, pulled down a couple of rebounds, hit a couple of threes, made one of his 2 free throws, and just was steady Eddie out there on the floor again for the Greyhounds. So Aaron Norland, 5'9" senior, star of the game, brought to you by Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of America and American Federal Bank in Ada, along with Dr. Gabe Wiener at the Fosston Chiropractic Clinic in downtown Fosston. The Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton, they thank you, the area growers, for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. RDK Enterprises continues to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises. And we're going to give a star of the game to Austin McCraven of Ada-Borup-West. He's a sophomore for the Cougars, and he hit a 3-point shot, and he ended up with 14 points. He was the leading scorer for the Cougars this afternoon, and pulled down a couple of rebounds and was 3 for 4 at the free throw line. So we're going to give our Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton, to Austin McCraven, 5'11" sophomore, number 5 for Ada-Borup-West. And our sub of the game, brought to you by Subway of Ada. Dine in, take out. Subway of Ada wishes to say thank you to all of those who have stopped in and continue to be regular customers at Subway and Ada. And our sub of the game also brought to you by JT Station in Fertile. Locally owned and operated, JT Station in Fertile, where fuel meets flavor and community meets convenience, fueling the hearts of Fertile one tank at a time. JT Station in Fertile. And we're going to give our sub of the game to Tony Carleen of the Fosston Greyhounds. 6'1" senior, came off the bench and maybe didn't get as much playing time as he has been lately, but Tony Carleen scored a couple of points and pulled down a rebound. It could go to Hudson Bushy too. Hudson Bushy came off the bench and gave the Greyhounds some very productive minutes. So what the heck, we're going to have co-subs of the game. I'm going to give one to Tony Carleen for the Fosston Greyhounds and the other to Hudson Bushy of the Fosston Greyhounds. And our subs of the game today brought to you by Subway of Ada and JT Station in Fertile. And the Enbridge Bring the Energy t-shirt, we're going to give that to Zach Tice, 6'1" senior for the Fosston Greyhounds. Zach with 14 points and knocked down a huge three-point shot that doubled the lead right before halftime for the Greyhounds, extending what was a 3-point lead to a 6-point lead, 30-24 at the break. Enbridge, tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. The energy player of the game brought to you by Enbridge, and that goes to Zach Tice, 6'1" senior, number 10 for the Fosston Greyhounds. So we've run through the final stats, and I think that's going to wrap it up from the Pine to Prairie Conference Championship games here at Winnie Mac. Thanks to the good folks here at Winnie Mac for doing such a nice job. Again, this is a rotational thing where it moves from one school to another every year. And this year it was Winnie Mac's turn to host, and they did a great job. And we'd like to thank Activities Director Brady Langamo and also Jeremy Morganroth for helping get things set up, along with the folks at Garden Valley Technologies. And thanks again to our engineers, Kay Lynn at KRJB, Dawson Peterson at KKCQ, and Mac Robinson, our engineer, holding up the table literally. And we appreciate Mac for doing that. And it's been a real fun day of basketball. And congratulations to your Pine to Prairie Conference champions, the Park Christian Falcons over the Fertile Beltrami Falcons in the girls' game, 62-56. And the Fosston Greyhounds over the Ada-Borup-West Cougars in the boys' championship game, 66-49. And you're going to hear some good things, I think, come tournament time from all four of the teams that we saw here vying for championships today. Greyhound boys have now won 10 of 12. They're 19-4. The Cougars have dropped 4 in a row, and they're now 16-7 after the loss here today. For Mac Robinson, for the engineers that we have at KRJB and KKCQ, this is Tom Lano saying so long, good afternoon, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody.
Thank you.